Fear So we're on section 20. So good evening, my dear friend. Welcome for tonight meditation and Dharma talks. Maybe you want to have a wonderful evening so far. So tonight we talk about realize this self, this emptiness. So Marcus, can you read for us first section 20?
Sure. Realize that the self is truly empty. The Buddha said, you should be mindful of the four elements within the body. Though each has a name, none of them is the self. Since they are not the self, they are like an illusion.
Okay. So this section talk about how our bodies is emptiness, right? So the awakened one said that we have to be mindful of this body, as we all know that we all have this body, so we have to take care of this body, right? So generally, this body have to be healthy. You have to contemplate every day. This body contains the four elements. So this body contains earth, water, fire, and air. So when we look deeply into this body, this is no self. What we call this, nothing exists by itself. So this body depends on all the elements. So example, this body contains earth. Earth means all the food you take in daily, right? Imagine if you don't take in food for 1 or 2 days, then what? Everybody fast? Everybody fast here a couple of days? Have you ever fast? Usually you go to the doctor and the doctor say you have to fast before you take blood sample, right? So imagine you, without eating 1 or 2 days, you feel what? Yeah, you feel weak. So every day we consume earth element. All the food we take in, that's considered earth. So when we contemplate this body and find out and digest it out, dissect it out, and see what inside this body, right? So take out your liver, take out your head, your eye, all the stuff, organ out, and lay on the table, and then you define which one is you, right? So that's why he talk about true emptiness here is actually this body is no self, no single, it's all emptiness. So do you understand that? So as a Buddhist monk, we have to contemplate this body's emptiness. So that's why we have less suffering. If you are attached to this body, means you have more suffering, right? So when we develop the wisdom by contemplating the four elements, earth, water, so this body contains water, right? And then air. So water we take in every day. We drink in water, drink in juice, drink in Coke, whatever. The liquid, we take it in. So when we take it in, we accept that is our liquid, our water. So when you bring it out, is that your water? For example, there's a cup of water, very nice, you drink it in. And then when you pee it out in a cup of water, do you like to drink it back? No, right? Because when we accept something that's pure is us, something dirty is not ours. So we have the mind of discrimination, dirty and purity. But when you look deeply, all the water we drink is recycled, right? So the water we drink every day is come from the toilet, from the pond, from the river, from the ocean, and then we filtrate, we clean. When you look deeply, that all the elements we use is just recycling. There's no separate one element, right? So this food, the body, the earth is the same thing. And then the water, and then the air, right? You breathe it in. When you breathe in, you say that's my air. When you breathe it out, then whose air is that? You see that? So when we say this is our body, but actually it's not our body, right? We just borrow this four element for temporary. Some people borrow 40, 50, 70 or 80, right? So when you look deeply, this four element as this body is emptiness, then you awaken. You see your true self, what we call a true awakened nature. So in the side of this body, there must be something beyond this body, right? So when you die, or you like to cremate, become a more asked, right? Asked. So when we have that look, we can see our bodies just like an illusion, just like a delusion, right? So when you realize your body is emptiness, then you, yourself, the people around you, they cause you suffering, then you have no more suffering, right? Because we are attached to this body. That's why whoever say something bad about this body, we feel angry, we feel upset. For example, you have we get old, and people say, "Oh, you get old," then what? We get upset because we don't accept that we are old or we are wrinkled, right? Because we are attached to this body, we thought we are young. So that is the concept help you to get rid of your delusion of this attachment body, right? So he said that we have to contemplate this body as the fourth element, have no self, mean nothing is created by itself. It depends on the tofu, the vegetable, the meat, the milk, whatever you take daily. Depend on those material, right? To give this healthy body content. If we don't take all the food, then this body is gone, right? So every day we breathe in, we eat in, we need fire to warm our body, right? That's why we call the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air, right? So when we look deeply this body, each element have its name, right? Like we call it a head, eyes, nose, tongue, arm. We just label it, right? When we label it, we attach to this, oh, this is my head, this is my arm. And somebody say, that's not your arm, that's not your head, then what? We get upset. There's a story about, let me illustrate this story. There's a story about this man. Usually he walking in the roads for a long day, and he went to this house, just like a haunted house, like a scary house. So he just slept there overnight, and suddenly in midnight, this two ghosts carry this corpse, this dead body, bring in the room, and this man see these two ghosts fighting. This ghost say, I want this body for food, and the other ghost say, no, that's mine. They fight back and forth. And slowly these two ghosts saw the man in the corner. And then the two ghosts say, let's ask that man, whose body it is. And there's this, the ghost asked the man, so this body, who belong to who? Is this the ghost A or the ghost B? And the man, he saw the ghost A carry the body in. So he said that's the ghost, the body from the ghost A. Right? And then the ghost, he get mad, upset. And he ripped out one of the arm of the man. because he get mad. This guy is not on his side, right? And then he ripped one of the ghosts, ripped up one of the hand, the man's arm, and the other ghost, because he feels sorry for this man. He loves this man because he on his side. So he ripped one of the dead body arm, put back to the man. And then the other ghost, he took out the legs, and the other guy, he said, put in. And at the end, this man has what? The dead body. But his original body is lying there. And then he asked himself, is this my body? Have you ever seen the movie Face Off? John Travolta and the other guy, right? When they go put to sleep, and then they sweet body. So we are the same thing. I think Face Off, right? Yeah, it's a very good movie. You can watch. It's really about this self, this emptiness. So when your mind enters to a different body, you say, this is my body. And then you enter to a different body, and then you attach to this body. And you see, this is not my body. You see that? So how this story illustrates that this body is actually not you. Your mind enters this body, and then you accept this body, that's you, then you attach to it. And then somebody take it out and put a new body. Just like people replace liver, kidney, or other organ. Is this your kidney or your organ? No, right? So he said that we have to contemplate this body is impermanent. This body is emptiness. This body is illusion, which is borrowed. Just like go back to the ghost, the man. He just borrowed the body from the dead body, right? So we are the same thing. We borrow all the food, all the things in life, and then we accept. So he wants us to see the true nature of this body. So when you're able to see the true nature of this body, then you have some kind of enlightenment. Right? This body is illusion. So when you're about to pass away or when you're dying, you rest in peace. You don't hang on this body. You let go easily, right? Because most of us, when we die, it's hard for us to let go of this body. Because we take care of this body 60 or 70 or 80 years. Now we let go is very hard, right? So just like the house you live like 30 or 40 years. Now you want to sell your house, or the government, or you have no money to pay, they come and take your house, and what? You feel upset, right? You feel sadness. So he said that we just borrow this body for temporary. Borrow this four element for temporary. So when you contemplate this body, this four element, this emptiness, then you're out of the illusion, what we call illusion. So when you attach to this body, then you are delusion. So he said that's we have to look deeply in this body. That is very difficult to contemplate, right, for us. But we have to look deeply that these bodies actually have no self, right? That's why we call non-self. If this body have a self, then it is forever. Something have a self doesn't mean forever, but actually it's not forever, right? Our body is changing every moment, every second, every minute, right? Inside our body, there's millions of germ, millions of bacteria, right? It's living, it's birth and dying, it's coming and going, right? There's a million of bacteria dying every day in our body, and then another million of bacteria, virus. There's new bacteria and virus every day. So when you contemplate this body, it's just like a bag of germ, right? If you are scientific or you are study biology, you use the microscope and scan your whole body. This body is just a bag of germ, right? Bacteria. Most of you study biology, you should know that, right? So when we find out who this body is us, find one. Is my liver? Is the liver is me? Is the hand is me? Is the eye, the nose, the tongue is me, right? So what is me? Right? So that's why one of the Zen master, his practice, he asks his question, who am I? Right? One of his question. So when you ask his question, who am I? You look back to yourself, who are you? Right? So that is a central question we need to ask. We see that this body is emptiness. Now we have another thing we call mental. This is physical, then mental. So we have two types of mind. We call delusion mind. And the other one we call awakened mind. Right? So this awakened mind is always pure stillness, calm. But the delusion mind is always what? Turbulent. When we say two minds, there's actually no delusion mind, there's no awakened mind. For a delusion person, we say there's the awakened mind, there's the delusion mind. For an enlightenment person, there's no two mind, there's oneness. Right? So when we see this two mind is pure, calm, peace, stillness, this mind help you to what? To awaken, right? But the delusion mind, the thought mind, is help you to create karma, bad thing. This made you to become laziness, made you to do bad thing, right? So generally we have usually movie. They say that we have an evil on the right and there's good on the left, right? They always what? They always fighting. Our mind is the same thing. So I do that or I do this, right? So we have two sides of what? Two sides of thought, good thought and bad thought. It's always fighting. My decision, what do I need to do, right? Is it I do good thing or I do bad thing? And this two mind, the evil guy and the good guy is always what? Always fighting. So our mind is the same thing. Always what? Fighting inside. What should I do? So when you awaken, you combine the evil and the good guy come together. And then you have awakened. So Zen help you to get rid of good and evil, beyond duality. So when you go beyond duality, you do everything correctly, everything perfectly, right? But now you still have the good and the bad. You have two concepts, right? But when you awaken, you put this, what we call negative energy and positive energy. So the negative energy represents the bad guy, positive energy represents the good guy. We combine together. That's why we become awakened nature. So that when we awaken, we do everything correctly. Mindfulness, right? We have no regret. But when you have a good and a bad energy, then we have regret. Oh, I should do not do this, I should not do that. You don't know what is wrong and what is right. Right? Sometimes we have to see, sometimes we do it right, but we don't think that is right. Because we have two separate minds. But an awakened person, they have combined the two negative and positive energy together and then do everything correctly. Because they use their awakened wisdom. Right now we have to use what we call knowledge, learning knowledge, unawakened wisdom. That's why we don't know what's right, what is wrong. We cannot make decision. So that's why Here he talked about the body, so I want to go deeper. We have a mind, the awakened nature. So when you see this body's emptiness, this body is non-self. This body is true emptiness. You cannot see by word, by text, by reading, but you have to know by what? Through meditation, to realize your awakened nature. Right? You can read, you can understand, but you have to put into practice. Right? Just like today you learn this body is emptiness, this body is non-self. You just know from word, from language, from the Dharma talks, but you actually not knowing from your realization. You see that? So that is the difference. So we understand, and then the next step we have to realize, and then we have to apply this understanding to our daily life. So when we apply the understanding to our daily life, we get the true awakening. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, very simple, right? So understand, some people say understanding is like they knowing, but when suffering come, angry come, they cannot handle it. Right? Even though they know this anger is bad, suffering is bad, delusion is bad, all the things is bad, but they do what? They don't practice. Just like we know that smoking is bad, drinking is bad, but what? We do it anyway. You see that? So here he talked about how we can get rid of our habit, what we call the negative energy, what we call the karma habit. Because we live with the delusion mind, that's why we get a habit of attachment, desire, fear, all those stuff. Right? That's why we cannot get rid of this, what we call this illusion mind. So this section he talked about very deeply. When you put into practice and realize your body's true emptiness. So this week, our main thing is to contemplate this body's emptiness. So you can do this the whole week to see actually your body's emptiness. Let me give you an example. One day this student, he meditation, right? He meditation until he sees his body's emptiness. It's gone. And then he's so afraid, he lost his body. And then when he awakened from his meditation, he went to ask the master. He said that, Master, when I meditation, I see my body's emptiness. I have no more body. And then my mind is like infinity. And then he's afraid. And then the master said that when you meditation, you have no more thought, you have no more attachment to your body, your mind is like space. So you use the space as your body, not this four element anymore. That's why his mind is so infinity. That's why he afraid he lost his body. So when he afraid of losing his body, that's why he have attachment. Actually, he on the right path, but he don't know he's right or wrong. You see that? Sometimes with meditation is the same thing. When we meditation, we feel like our body is like emptiness. It's not real here, right? Everybody have ever experienced that through your meditation? Yeah. Because your mind, when it's calm, it's peace, your mind is like space. It's everywhere. So you see, when you look down, you see your body is like a small piece of dirt from the desert. You see that? So he talked about the four elements, is emptiness. That is what he means. Right? through your practice, through your meditation, you see these bodies, there's no self. They are truly emptiness. So when you are able to understand this step, this method, and when you practice, you don't feel afraid of letting this body go. Right? So most of us, we can have some kind of experience from this meditation. See our bodies like small, like a piece of dirt, right? And see our minds are huge. So the next thing he says that since our bodies have non-self, they are like illusion. So when we look back to the past 20 or 30 years of our life, we live like a dream, right? Right now you live in the moment, and then you look back at your past 20 or 30 or 50 or 70 years, all just like a dream. It's implanted inside your mind. And then when you meditate, you what? You watch it over. Sometimes it's good, sometimes bad, sometimes it's funny, right? And then you smile into yourself. Oh, I should not do this, I should not do that. I should do this, I should do that. So all your life, you look back, it's like a dream, right? So when you are able to understand your life is like a dream, then you get out of illusion. And then in your attachment, then you are not get out of your illusion. So he said this body, this self is like illusion, right? You can experience this for yourself. You don't have to believe me. You said, look back to your whole life and see, is it like a dream or what? Right? It doesn't matter how your past is, good or bad, you look back to see. And then Zen meditation or method meditation will help you to live in this moment. So the only this moment is the true moment, the true reality. The past is gone, the future have not arrived, only this moment. So every day you live this moment, but you forgot. Our mind tends to live in the past or in the future. So when we live in the future, we are afraid because we don't know what happened tomorrow, what happened next week, what happened next month, next year, right? We always chasing, but nothing have not come yet. And then we overcome the fear. We see the fear, the anxiety, the other stuff. And then we live the other thing with the past mind. When we look back the past, this good past, we feel happy, we feel joy. It's a bad past, then what? You feel upset, angry, right? So without this moment, then no future. Without this moment, there's no past. So the past, the present, the future is this is the moment. So meditation helps you to live each moment, respect each moment, to see the reality of things, right? So that's why a Zen master, the Zen meditator, they always live in this moment. They respect this moment. Because this moment is only alive, this moment, right? So that's why their practice is to see every second, every moment, every thought, right? They enjoy each moment. They don't wait until enlightenment to enjoy it. Because enlightenment will never come. Enlightenment only this moment. Awaken only this moment, right? So actually we are awakened already, but we just what? We just forgot. We just tend forgetting, right? So when you understand this body have no self, it's like illusion, you live what? You live with joy, happiness, right? You live with peace, calm. But if you don't see this body as illusion, then you live with fear, stress, anxiety, worry, all this stuff, right? So this is the very deep perspective for us to take every day in our life to enjoy each moment Doesn't matter how hard your life is, it will go away. Doesn't matter how good your life is, it will what? It will go away. Right? The good, the bad is always drift by. But your true awakened nature is always present. Right? So most of us, we sometimes have good and bad, right? As a human. We are the same thing amongst us. Sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days. But we realize that the good or the bad will go away, drift by. Right? So here he wants us to see this element, the four elements, this body, earth, water, fire, and air. So every night your meditation contemplate on this body. Every morning contemplate this body. To see this is the four elements. It is common goals. Right? So you're able to see the true nature of awakening. Right? The four elements is impermanent, and then the self become true emptiness. Right? And then we're able to bring to the state of stillness, the state of nirvana. Okay, we will start right here. Do you have any question, comment about this chapter? So next time we talk about the other few chapter about desire. So everybody understand the true emptiness, true self. The self become true emptiness. It seems like difficult, right? But when you realize, it's very simple stuff. I hope you can use your meditation to do that. Contemplate yourself of emptiness. This body is no self, emptiness. And then you see your mind is so infinity. And then your compassion, your love and kindness will be infinity. If you see yourself non-self, then your compassion, your love and kindness will be limited. So that's why a awakened person, they see their self as emptiness. That's why their love and kindness, their compassion is infinity. Right? That's why we can easily to love other people more, even the person we hate, because we are emptiness. They are emptiness. Right? That's why we have a difficult time with our family or our worker. We have to see ourselves first, emptiness. First. Then we love them. You don't expect them to love you, right? So first you have to love them first. Doesn't matter how hard they hate you. First you have to love them. Then sooner or later they realize your positive energy. They're able to feel it, and they can transform. Most people complain, say, "Oh, I hate that person." If you hate that person, then what? You hate yourself. Because we all connect together, like one piece, oneness. Right? So when you contemplate that, you don't feel any hatred. Your worker, if you hate that worker, means you hate yourself. Right? It's because we are one part, oneness. You cannot separate that. If we are separate, then the concept of true emptiness is not right. So we are dependent, what we call interbeing. We all relate together. The concept of interbeing. Interbeing. Okay, question, comment? Very simple, straightforward. Yes, Daniel?
Yeah. You were talking about contemplating not-self and emptiness when we meditate. But I kind of thought that when we meditated, it was better not to have any thoughts and just let all the thoughts go. Is that correct?
That's another way of meditation. So there's many types of meditation. So when you meditation, there's thought come and goes. It cannot come and goes. You cannot let let thought go, then you can contemplate of this emptiness. You see what I mean? Because sometimes the thought is so powerful, we cannot let go. Now we have to use our wisdom to contemplate this body.
Yeah, for me, the thoughts always go.
Yes, the thought always go. That's fine. So you don't have to contemplate. But it's coming back. Is the same thought coming back to you?
No, my
Okay.
mind's pretty empty. It's
That's good.
not much in there.
Okay, next question. Yes, go ahead.
I was thinking of, I could understand not being attached to the body in health, but if you're sick, seriously sick, most people, want to cling to anything they can do to get better. And I'm thinking terminal illness, cancer, something really devastating. But then when you were talking, I was thinking, well, then you can use your mind to help you heal.
That's
and
right.
think this is, instead of thinking, oh, I'm dying or I might be dying, turn it around and this medicine is helping the body, and then help meditate. Use your mind to help convince yourself that you're healing your body instead of focusing on the body breaking down.
Yeah, there's another way to help to cure your sickness, disease. So that is the positive side. Because to most of our body, cancer or disease is come from our mind too. We think a lot of bad things, then it will become bad. So if when we have cancer, we have do all this stuff, we think about positive things, then it will heal. Right? That's why most people are afraid of, if they have cancer, they have a lot of positive thinking, and they can cure cancer. Because all the cancer created by some kind of virus, bacteria, right? Now we send the positive to that virus, the bacteria, they will no more sickness. The bacteria, the virus, no more sickness, then you will be healthy. Right? So you can use medicine, or you can use my medicine too. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So your mind is very important. Positive thinking. This can also heal your sickness. It's like you have a cold or fever, and then you always think about negative thing. Right? If you think about positive thing, cure this disease, this virus, this bacteria inside of me. So send love, compassion, and then this body, this virus, the bacteria will have no more sickness. And then this cure, what we call the mind cures, or the living beings inside ourselves. So positive thinking is very important for people who are sickness. They can cure fast than people who are negative thinking. Sometimes the sickness will cause more, craving more to be pain. Right? So your mind is very important. So yeah, we have good advice. Anybody else? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, obviously there's been a lot of changes in the last 50 to 100 years, and now we can have heart transplant. This is talking about our body, what's essential. Knee transplant, they do lung transplants now. Basically any part of the body can be transplanted, more or less. And maybe in 10 years or 20 years, maybe they'll even do a brain transplant.
So with the whole body. Just
Or the whole body.
like the movie Face Off.
Right, so it kind of relates to that movie that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it
If
might
you never watched that movie, you should watch. It's very good to see how the concept of non-self
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen Face Off yet.
I think the movie's name Fail, right? Yeah.
Face Off?
John Travolta. And
John
John
Travolta.
And then who?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Very good. It's talking about non-self, yeah, the concept of non-self.
All right. Well, I don't know that we have the answer, but I'm wondering, I mean, in 20 years, they might really do a brain transplant. They
Yeah.
really might do that.
That's good.
And then what would happen to the person? Well, I guess it's in the movie.
Homework.
Yes, go ahead.
I can't help thinking. First of all, you said this is easy, but it's hard for me because I guess I only get as much as I practice. So if I only practice 30 minutes a day, the emptiness disappears quick as, I cannot hold it for the day. I feel like.
So our practice not just half an hour. We have to practice every 24 hours, every moment.
Okay.
Right. We cannot wait until meditation and do it. We have to contemplate every minute, every second. Yeah, everything you do, contemplate. So this is continue.
Yeah.
So when you get stronger, you can realize.
Okay, because I understand the teachings. I just know that.
Put into practice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just know that I haven't gotten 100% of the experience of it.
Yeah, if you're 100% experiment, you'll become Buddha already.
Yeah, on my way there. I was thinking of, I guess in this society right now, we have a lot of gender issue, where people feel like either they're born as a woman, but they're not a woman. I wonder if this has a lot to play with it because of what body you're given. I don't know, but I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Yeah, we live in a society with gender, male, female, but the knowledge, the awakened nature is about the same. So look in that way.
I just wonder why the mind will be fighting, like I don't want to be a woman, I'd rather be a man.
Is you fighting or somebody fighting?
No, I mean, I guess I can hear it from the protesters, because that's what everybody's fighting for, people to have their right to be whoever they want to be,
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. You have to ask them. I guess what we call the illusion mind tend to control us. Right? It's always attached to this ego. Always mine. I want my situation, my right, everything. That's mean the ego. When the ego arises, then it doesn't matter you're a man or woman, you try to fight. Yeah. That's why this session talk about emptiness. Doesn't matter you are man or woman, that we are the same. Earth, water, fire, air. Right? But in general, we look different, but when we look deeply, we are the same. We just classify to see, but the true nature is we are the same. We have the same four elements. All those stuff. Because we live in the world of duality, everything has to have two sides. If you cannot have two sides, it's hard to live. That's why we live in an imperfect world. This world is imperfect. Everything has to be right or wrong, up and down, black or white, all that stuff. The concept of duality. So here he talks about the concept beyond duality, through your mental. But the physical, we have to live with this duality. So it's very hard for a person to transform from duality into non-duality. That's why we fight for the ego. Most of us, we fight for our ego. So the world have a lot of problem because they live with their ego. This country, that country, this man, that one. Lady, they are fighting with the ego. They don't live with oneness. If they're able to live with oneness, then no problem. They live with helping each other. There's no problem. Because everyone has this ego. It's selfishness. Okay, any further question? No? Okay, we recite the advance, we'll go to the answer. Living being or innumerable, I vow to save them all. Reflection or endless, I vow to break them all. The Dharma door uncountable, I vow to study them all. The Buddha ways unexcelled, I vow to attain it. I vow to the very virtue from this will goes everywhere, in which everyone, so that all of us and all living beings will rise up to the way. Thank you. Enjoy your 1 week. We go watch the movie.